Stand near the top of your mat with your feet hip distance apart and your hands down at your side. Stand up nice and tall and begin to sway from side to side, swinging your hands back and forth to open up your body. Try and keep your feet planted and just sway from side to side. Come back to center. Take a nice deep inhale as you raise your arms up above your head. And as you exhale, float your arms down back at your side. Inhale, raise your arms up above your head again. And exhale, gently float them back to your sides. One more time, inhale, raise your hands above your head. As you exhale, lower your elbows down to make a field post goal called cactus arms. And now gently float them back down. Now as you inhale, raise your arms up above your head and exhale, forward fold, keeping a nice bend in your knees and trying to keep your back somewhat straight. On your next inhale, raise your back up so that it's flat for halfway lift and exhale, forward fold again. On your next inhale, slowly roll yourself back up to a standing mountain pose. And inhale, raise your arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Focus on keeping your feet flat and allowing your body weight to be evenly distributed throughout your feet. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Feel that great stretch through the back of your legs. On your next inhale, raise your body up so that you're standing in mountain pose. Take a moment here to steady yourself. And then on your next inhale, raise your arms above your head and again, forward fold. As we've done this a few times now, feel your body loosening up a bit. On your inhale, raise up to halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold once again. Plant both hands on the mat on either side of your feet. Step your left foot back behind you, then your right. Lower your knees down onto the mat and use your hands to lower your body down onto your mat. Slightly lift your chin and chest for baby cobra. Curl your toes under, pushed back into child's pose. Allow your body weight to fall towards your mat. On your next inhale, look forward, curl your toes under, come to tabletop, and as you exhale, lift your hips up and back towards your heels for downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet out here if you feel like your calves or hamstrings are tight. And you want to have your gaze looking just slightly behind between your feet. Slowly walk yourself up to the top of your mat and stand up for mountain pose. Catch your breath or breathe deeply here as we root through our feet and feel the energy of the earth going up into our body. On your inhale, raise your arms above your head and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Plant both hands on the mat next to your feet, just forward of your feet. Step back into plank, lower your knees, drop your upper body down towards the mat. Lift your chest and chin for baby cobra. And on your exhale, push back into child's pose. Slowly come back up to tabletop position. Curl your toes under, lift up through your hips and push back to downward facing dog. Distribute your weight between both feet and your hands. You can put pressure through your fingertips and less through your wrists. Slowly walk yourself up to the top of the mat and stand up to mountain pose. Breathe here on your own for a few breath cycles to catch your breath or to breathe a little bit deeper, slowing your heart rate. On your next inhale, raise your arms above your head and exhale, forward fold. Now getting even deeper into this stretch as we've done it and warmed up our bodies. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale, forward fold. Plant both of your hands on the mat, step your left foot back so it's straight behind you, keeping your right leg bent in a lunge. As you inhale, look towards your right and raise your right arm up so it's straight up to the sky. Look up towards your right hand as you're in this twist. You'll probably feel an awesome stretch through your upper back. And as you exhale, lower your arm back down, lower your left knee down onto the mat, and shift back into a hamstring stretch. So you may need to push your right foot forward a little bit so that your hips are stacked over your knees. And it's okay if your right leg is bent. Mine is definitely bent here, and that's totally okay. Look forward and feel that stretch in your hamstring. Now shift your hips forward into a low lunge so your right knee is stacked over your right ankle and not forward of it. Your left knee is still on the mat. Lift your chest and you can keep your hands on your right thigh if it helps to steady you, or you can plant them on your mat as well. Now move your right leg behind you to go back to tabletop, curl your toes under and push back to downward facing dog. Look forward, walk up to the top of your mat, and forward fold. Slowly roll your body up so that you're in a standing position in mountain pose. Take a few moments here to breathe and collect your breath. Inhale, raise your arms up above your head, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant both hands on the mat and step back now with your right leg so that your left leg is still bent in a lunge. Inhale, look towards your left, raise your left arm up towards the sky and look towards your left hand. Be sure that your bent knee is not forward of your ankle. And we want to try and keep our hips square if possible. Plant your hands on the mat, lower your right knee down, shift your hips backwards to a hamstring stretch. If you need to walk your left foot forward, you can so that your hips are stacked over your knees. Feel that nice stretch through the back of your leg. Try not to round your back here. If you need to use blocks or pillows, go for it. I should have grabbed mine, but I kept them inside. Shift forward so that you're in a low lunge. You want your knee to be stacked over your ankle, not forward of it. Mine's slightly behind it, so I could have shifted my left foot back a tiny bit. Lift your chest up and keep your hands on your thigh if that helps to steady you. In this position, you may feel a stretch through your hips. Plant your hands on the mat, move your leg back to tabletop position, curl your toes under, press back into downward facing dog. If you'd like to pedal your feet out, you can do that now. On your next inhale, look forward, walk your feet up to the top of your mat, and exhale, forward fold. Slowly roll your body up to a standing position. Once again, stand in mountain pose with your feet hip distance or slightly wider. Keep your hands at your sides with your palms facing forward. Stand up nice and tall with your shoulders down and relaxed, not by your ears. If you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes and just feel your feet on the ground. Press your body weight through all four corners of your feet, through your toes and through your heels. Feel your body standing nice and strong. Feel your upper body lifted and straight. In this mountain pose, you can feel the energy coming up through the earth into your body, giving you grounded energy and confidence. On your next inhale, raise your arms above your head. And as you exhale, float them down by your sides. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, raise your arms up above your head. And exhale, float them down at your sides. One more time. So take a nice inhale, raise your arms above your head. And this time as you exhale, cactus your arms. So make that feel goalpost again. And now you can gently lower your arms down by your sides. Spend the next few moments taking a few more deep breaths. I hope you enjoyed this class and have a great rest of your day.